All right, all right, all right. Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you may happen to be in this world. Soul Commodore here, back at you again, doing the odd Saturday art stream. Usually we do art streams on a Tuesday, or no, sorry, Mondays, Thursdays, and sometimes Sundays. But here we are on a Saturday. Hope you all are doing well. Yeah, it's a beautiful day outside today. But yeah, we're just going to be doing some more of this drawing here, because we started this, our last stream. Well, we didn't start it, actually. This is a drawing that I've been working on for a couple of years now. It's one of those things where, you know, you get working on something and then it just kind of falls to the back burner. So, you know, it's just one of those things. But we're going to actually, I don't think we'll finish it today, but I'm looking to make some headway on it, because we got a couple of hours together. So yeah, that's the plan for today. And where's my reference image? I was doing this as a gift for a buddy of mine who doesn't know that it's coming, who is a big Ottawa Senators fan, and his favorite player for a long time was Daniel Alfredson. So, you know, that's what we're going to be. I just realized that I need to finish up his helmet, but we might do that later, because I've got some other stuff that I want to work on first. But we'll sort that all. We'll sort all that out. To begin with, though, I'm just going to pop this new command in chat, because I'm sure we were all aware, well, at least anyone in North America, for sure, is aware that, you know, I'm not going to say too much on it, because I don't really think it's my place to say a lot on it, because I am not American and I'm not a woman. But we all know that Roe v. Wade was overturned yesterday. So I've just got a list of resources for anyone really, but for women who need to, you know, just resources for their rights, and where they can find the services that they need, especially now that things are going to be changing very quickly. Now that women's rights have been effectively rolled backwards 50 years. So there's a list of resources there. I think there's 5 links. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 links that you can check out. Regardless of your gender, if you yourself need these resources, or someone in your life needs these resources, feel free to pull from there. It's just an exclamation point rights. So yeah, and again, it's not really my place. I know that even though I'm Canadian, there are a lot of women in my life that are very, very saddened to hear what happened. You know, especially because it can happen here in Canada too. You know, so yeah, not a great day yesterday, but regardless, we're going to press on and move on to this drawing. So let me pull this in closer. If the camera doesn't fall, that would be wonderful. On my makeshift tripod there. Let me put something in front of it to make sure that it doesn't fall forward. There we go. That should be better. Okay, and we'll bring it just a little bit closer. There. Alright. So I'll grab my reference image. I got my paper that I use to make sure that I don't smudge anything. You know, just regular old computer paper. If you're doing the charcoal drawing yourself, you can use whatever paper you like. And the most important thing that you need to do a charcoal drawing, the actual charcoal. And we will grab our sharpener. We will grab our different blending tools. There's a bigger one too somewhere, but it's right here. There we go. And we will grab some pencils with these erasers. Come in very handy for erasing like straight edges. For instance, like this part of the hockey stick. You can erase that away where that highlight is. Makes it very easy to do. And we've got charcoal pencil. I need to buy some more of those actually, to be honest. And our regular old eraser. That is pretty dirty right now. We'll have to clean that up, but we don't need to do so right now. And yeah, I think we got one more really, really tiny blending tool. There we go. So I think we are all set. I actually don't like using this one very much because it's so tiny. Like you end up like bending it while you're trying to do things. Like I don't know if you could see that, but you end up bending it. So it's not the sturdiest thing. But you know what? It works the way it's supposed to. So I can't really complain. And then of course we have our reference image that we're working off of. You know, because my buddy. Really big fan of Daniel Alfredson, like I said. So I figured I would just find an image off the internet. Like this was years ago. And I would, yeah, just do a drawing for him. So let me just make sure that everything's okay on the computer end. Make sure it's all plugged in, and I'm not going to get any updates or anything. Because that's happened before, like getting in. Like, oh, your computer needs to update now. And it's like, no, not right now, you're not. But yeah, there we go. Thank you, Kidney Gamer. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Also, I forgot to say hello to you. I hope you're having a good day, man. I hope you're having a good day. Like you were saying yesterday, we definitely got to link up on Mario Golf sometime. And hopefully we'll get to link up on Fall Guys eventually. Once they figure out their business, you know. Yeah. I'll probably be putting that exclamation point rights in the chat like throughout the stream, and then it'll be up there available for anyone, because regardless of your stance on abortion, I think most people can agree that women should have a right to choose what happens to their bodies. You know, women have the right to decide what's right for them, you know. Men certainly have bodily autonomy, so women should too, and that's what it really boils down to. You know, you don't have to like abortion to be pro-choice. They don't have to be tied together, you know. It's just, yeah, women should have the right to choose, and that's really what it comes down to. All right, so I think we're going to continue on over here, doing all the details on this pad, because this is going to be a little bit more difficult than you think, because there's a lot of subtle color shift. Well, color, it's black and white, but there's a lot of subtle tonal shifts throughout this entire thing, so it's going to be kind of tricky to get that correct. So we're going to try our best. I'm also going to stick this paper behind here because I noticed yesterday I was picking up some of the texture from the wall itself, and I don't really want that. So we're going to just stick that paper behind there, and we'll just kind of hold it in place while we do our work. But I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. I know this is going to be a fun day for me. My girlfriend and I are going to a family picnic for her side of the family later today. So That ought to be fun. Some good food, some good people. Some of them we haven't seen for like a while because of the pandemic, you know. The pandemic has thrown a lot of people's plans off kilter. Like I know my family, we're having a Christmas in July get together, like the first weekend of July, so I'm also looking forward to that. Because I haven't seen a lot of my family in a while. Like in terms of like get-togethers, like things have loosened up obviously. So I've gone down and seen my dad, and I've seen my siblings and all that. But my extended family, I haven't seen too many of them in a while. So that'll be very, very nice. It'll be kind of a return to normalcy, you know. So that'll be a good time. Okay, so we've got a good base there. Yeah, that looks good. It's not as quite an even tone as I wanted. Just looking at it in person. So we're gonna even that up a little bit as we move along. But for now, this is looking pretty okay. Cool. All right. Let's Hey Chitanda, welcome in. How are you? How are you? It's good to see you as always. Hockey, perfect for Canada, yeah. Most definitely. One of our two official sports. The other being lacrosse. I think they ought to lump basketball in there because, you know, a Canadian did invent the game of basketball, but I won't get too picky. You know, can't ask for too much. I'm doing all right. I'm doing good. I was just mentioning earlier that I'm looking forward to my girlfriend's side of the family is having a little picnic get together today, so we're going to be heading off and doing that this afternoon. So looking forward to that. Because these summer picnics, I mean, invariably someone is going to bring a really, really tasty watermelon. And watermelon is my favorite fruit. Watermelon is my absolute favorite fruit. So I'm very much looking forward to partaking in that. So, yeah. Yeah, y'all feel free to drop in chat if you got anything that you're looking forward to this weekend. If you got any big weekend plans or if you're just chilling out. Both are very, very valid. Yeah, watermelon is really good. Watermelon's my favorite. I also like a good cantaloupe. I also really like a good cantaloupe. I know cantaloupe's not for everybody, but nothing big planned for me. Just doing some art and video editing. Nice. Any videos in particular that you're editing, or just like just some personal projects that you're working on? I want to lighten that up a little bit. Just a review of a PSP game. Nice. Which game? I never had a PSP. One of my cousins did. Way back in the day. Not sure if he still has it. But... Fate Unlimited codes. Ah, okay, fair. Fair. Is that like a fighting game or a RPG or something like that? I can't say I've ever heard of it. Well, I mean, I could say that, but that would be a lie. And I don't want to be up here lying to everybody. That's not a great look. Fighting game? Nice, nice. I don't know about you, but I know, like, when I was in not elementary school, when I was in high school, in university, I did some video editing for like projects and stuff. Like, I was in a communications course in high school where we did a lot of, like, we had to make a music video, we had to make a news broadcast, all that kind of stuff. Just learning the different intricacies of video editing, and I always found video editing very kind of relaxing and therapeutic myself. It's more famous for being an arcade game, really. They had it at Colossal Con in the arcade. Oh, nice. Nice. Fair. The city I grew up in, like, there was an arcade. But to be honest, the arcade wasn't great. Everyone kind of went to this place more so for the... because there was an indoor pool, and there was bowling in there, and there was, like, a jungle gym, like an indoor jungle gym with like ball pits and all that kind of stuff, and there was a mini golf. I mean, in terms of the video game selection that they had in there, the arcade wasn't great. Like, they had all like the other like carnival arcade games, like, you know, like the ring toss and the ball toss and the basketball hoop type stuff and all those prizes, but mostly everyone went there for the pool or for the they also had like an indoor, they had laser tag in there, and they had, it was called the Wild Zone, in Chatham, Ontario. And they had like an indoor theme park with like a tiny little roller coaster and like one of those buses that like swings around, you know, like the swinging pirate ship, except as a bus. They had a bunch of like stuff like that, and they had like a little like merry-go-round, or not merry-go-round, like spinning teacups or something like that. And then laser tag was in the back of that, and then adjacent to that was the bowling. They also had like racquetball and squash courts in there. And like I said, there were actually two pools. There were two pools. Because this place, the Wild Zone, it was attached to a building called the Wheels Inn. And the Wheels Inn was like a hotel/motel type thing. A lot of tourists would actually come up from the States, because again, Chatham's like an hour from Detroit, right? So a lot of people would come up from Detroit and stay at the Wild Zone, you know. And they had a sauna and, like I said, the pools, but there was water slides too. And the pool, it was cool. It was indoor/outdoor. Like, you could like go under this frame thing. Like, if you swam under it, you would be in the outdoor pool, and then you could swim back in, you know. Yeah, it was really fun. And then they tore it down and built a Holiday Inn. Yeah, because the owner sold it because it had kind of lost a little bit of money. So the owner sold it, and now it's a Holiday Inn, and they also built a casino on the old site too. So, hooray! I don't really have any interest in ever going to a casino, really. Like, I've gone and played bingo, and like, bingo's fine, bingo's fun, but a casino, I don't trip off the, I don't trip off of going to a casino. Like, I have absolutely no interest in never going to Vegas. Like, that's not my idea of a fun time. If it's other people's idea of a fun time, I mean, more power to them. That's perfectly fine. Like, obviously, Vegas is very successful for a reason. It's just never appealed to me, personally. I've only gambled at a casino once. Fair, fair. Yeah, like I am very much a person, like, because I'll do like some sports betting every once and again, but I very much like know my limits, right? Like thankfully I'm not one of those people that has to deal with any sort of gambling addiction. Like I'll gamble on sports every once and again, like if I have some extra money. Like I don't really use any money that I'm like actually paid, like in salary, right? So if I've got some like extra money kicking around, it's like, yeah, okay, I'll put like $5 on this game or whatever. But yeah, I just so I have nothing against gambling. It's just, yeah, just Vegas. The Vegas vibe doesn't appeal to me. I've been to Vegas twice. It's pretty. Oh, well, that's fair enough. Like I wouldn't be opposed to going to Las Vegas. Just to see the sights, but I have no interest in actually like participating and like going down to the strip and like, you know, gambling and all that kind of stuff. You know, I guess that's what I should say. I have no interest in ever going to the Las Vegas Strip. You know. But I mean, who knows? Maybe one day I'll go and I'll have a wonderful time. You know? Just like, eventually when I have a bachelor party, I'm definitely not going to be one of those people that's like, oh yeah, I want to go to Vegas. I guess is what I'm getting at. Yeah, gambling isn't really worth it. Yeah. Like I said, I've got my limits, and it's like if I run out of money, it's like, oh, all right, I'm not gonna spend more money here. Am I getting married? Oh, well, not really. At least not yet. I just meant like down the road when if I do get married and I have a bachelor party. But presently, I'm not getting married yet. Don't worry, I'd let you all know if I was engaged or something like that. I mean, with all due respect, all you guys in the chat wouldn't be the first to know. That would probably be my family and our friends. But, you know, I would still let you guys know. All right. So, I'm just doing some more details on this pad here. Nah, we'd definitely be the first to know. Fair enough. But yeah, this is a fun little Saturday art stream. So like I said, usually on Saturdays, if I stream on a Saturday, it's to play video games. But I decided to switch it up this week because tomorrow, like I said, my girlfriend is going to be working all morning, and then she's going to a little potluck dinner with her Dragon Boat team afterwards. And then she's got some other stuff to do, so I'm basically going to be alone most of the day. So I figured, well, we'll do a nice long Breath of the Wild stream tomorrow. My goal tomorrow is to actually get all of the side quests done. That's my hope. I want to get all the side quests done tomorrow, so that we can move on to the Champions Ballad, because the Champions Ballad is my favorite part of the DLC, and I can't wait to get to it. But we got to finish all the other stuff first. Oh, speaking of which, Chitanda, I learned how to do the moon jump. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Yeah, that was pretty fun. A lot easier than I thought it would be. Like, to get that set up. Oh, I forgot this playlist had like my favorite song, like this one. I forgot this was on here. It's not my favorite song in total, but it's my favorite song on this particular playlist. I just forgot that this playlist had this song. I really dig this song. This song makes me feel nostalgic for times that, you know, I didn't even know that this song existed, you know. Like, it makes me think back to, like, when I first moved up here, you know. It makes me nostalgic for that. Which is interesting, because I didn't know this song existed when I moved up here. Actually, it may not have. Like, if this song was made after 2016, then it didn't even exist when I moved up here. Yeah, it's an easy glitch to do. Yeah. And a lot of fun. A lot of fun. One of the first things I did actually was go over to Gerudo Town, and get up as high as I could, and then I fell into the you know, the big old tower in there with the water in it, in the Korok up there. I actually fell into that and found out that it doesn't actually trigger the whole, like, oh, there's a Vo in here process when you're all the way up there. There's actually like a loading zone that I think is probably like level with the top of why am I forgetting her name? Oh, the top of Lady Riju's bedroom. I think that's where the loading zone starts, when that actually like triggers, like, oh, there's a Vo in here. Got any upcoming vacation plans? Oh, yeah. So next month, because my girlfriend, like I've said, is going to be in Sarasota, I am going to split my time between here and my hometown, the city I grew up in. I'm just basically going to spend that it's 10 days, from July 15th to July 25th. So actually technically 11 days. So I'm going to spend probably 5 days in Chatham, just hanging out with family, you know, visiting everyone that I can. I've still got a couple of old friends that live in Chatham, probably hang out with them. And then the rest of the time I'm going to be here, where I live now. And I probably will only stream once or twice while I'm in Chatham. Probably just once. But when I get back, because again, I'm going to be all on my own. I don't know what the stream schedule is going to look like. I know on Friday, the 22nd of July, I'm going to do my 12-hour charity stream to raise money for Lupus Canada. Lupus is one of the diseases that my mom had. It's an autoimmune disease, and it's one of the diseases that contributed to her death. So I figured, and lupus can be hereditary. I know that some members of my family, my extended family, have it. I know I don't have it. I don't think any of my siblings have it, but I know that we've done like tests. I just can't remember the results for some of my siblings, but you know, so I'm going to be doing a 12-hour charity stream for that. So yeah, that should be fun. That should be fun. That day I'm going to be alternating between drawing and painting, like doing art stuff and playing video games. So should be a good time. Should be a good time. Wow. Yeah. It'll be fun. I got to come up with some fun things, like some fun incentives and stuff. I've still got some planning to do. Yeah, there's some safe spots in Gerudo Town. Yeah. That one, yeah, I just found it by accident. I just decided to. That glitch is also very nice because you can like fall forever and not take any fall damage, which is nice. But yeah, that'll be the 22nd of July that I do that. And of course, with these charity streams, every single cent of every single proceed will be going to Lupus Canada. Because if they could find a cure for lupus, that would be amazing. Absolutely amazing. Next time that you use it, talk to Cass over the edge of Gerudo Tower. You'll fall and land in the bottomless. Ooh. That's good to know. Thank you. I'm going to have to start a new... Actually, I'll use one of my other profiles on there and start a playthrough that... Yeah, because in both the files that I have right now on Master Mode and the regular one, I've already talked to Cass there. But I will keep that in mind and like start a new playthrough on like another one of my files. Or on another one of my profiles on my Switch and... do it from there, because that sounds like fun. I think today I'm gonna, like, once we're done streaming and everything, I think I'm gonna, like, I don't know, because this music, again, is making me nostalgic. I think I'm gonna reconnect with some of my university friends that I haven't talked to in a while. Just because, you know, life gets busy and you lose track of time. Okay. Yeah. Just let them know that, you know, I'm thinking about them. See how their lives are going. What exciting stuff they've got going on. There we go. Okay. One smaller one for this, actually. Yeah, this one's nice and soft. Is this a commission? No, actually, this is a gift that the person that I'm gifting it to doesn't know is coming, but it has been in the works for a number of years. It's one of those projects where, you know, you get working on this and then you get sidetracked and start working on other stuff, and yeah, this thing has been kicking around for a number of years now, incomplete. So I figured, well, might as well take this opportunity to finish it. You know, again, I don't think we're going to finish it today, but we can definitely make some headway on it today. Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, you know what else I'm going to do? Because, again, I'm going to be all on my own and I'm going to have time, is I might actually start doing a couple of, like, speedrun streams the week that my... well, during the time that my girlfriend's going to be away. By the way, I don't want any of this to come off as like, you know, like she keeps me from streaming or anything like that. It's just, you know, when she's here, imagine that. I like spending time with my girlfriend. But she's not going to be here, so I might as well fill that time with doing other stuff, right? So... yeah, I think it'll be fun. I'm planning on learning speedrun Persona 5. I'd have to get it first. I'm planning on speedrunning Undertale glitchless one. What is it? True Pacifist glitchless. That's what it is. Getting the true pacifist ending without any glitches. You know, I gotta do true pacifist because I mean, like, first of all, like the best area in the game you can only find with the true pacifist ending, which is like the lab, like Alphys's lab, but like the true lab. That's the best part of the game in my opinion. It's maybe not best, but it's my favorite part of the game. From the music to the atmosphere to everything in there. I just love it. And I want to experience that, you know? But also, in addition to that, there's an old racing game that I loved as a kid. To this day, it's my favorite racing game. Like, it's called Rush 2 Extreme Racing USA for the N64. I'm gonna try to learn how to speedrun the circuit on there. Especially because that's a very small community. And from what I've seen, like, the people are very, very helpful because they want more people to play the game because it is a very good game, in my opinion. Like I said, it's one of the best racing games I've ever played, and it's just a fun game. Right? And I feel like the number one rule for speedrunning is you should speedrun a game that you find fun. You know? Like, why would you speedrun a game that you hate? Other than, you know, just for laughs, you know, but... I've never heard of that, but I've never had an N64. That's fair enough. That's actually, have you ever seen San Francisco Rush, like, at arcades? It's like an old, like it's got like the wheel and everything. Because if you've seen San Francisco Rush, Rush 2 is the sequel. And then there was another sequel, the third game in the series, Rush 2049, Rush 2049. And then I think they tried making a fourth game for the GameCube, but I don't remember off the top of my head. You think you have? Yeah, so San Francisco Rush was the first game, and then Rush 2 Extreme Racing USA goes to a whole bunch of different cities. Because the first game is just like different locales in San Francisco. The second game, the tracks are, there's a Seattle, New York Uptown, New York Downtown, Los Angeles, Las Vegas. What other places are there? Hold on, let me. Now I'm curious. Now I got to look this up. Downloads. Because I made like a layout for the tracks and everything. So here we go. So what do we got here? We got Seattle, Los Angeles, New York Uptown, New York Downtown, Las Vegas, Hawaii, and Alcatraz. And then there's like a stunt track and a half pipe and a pipe, like a full pipe track, and then there's a crash track, which is very easy to crash and die on that track. So, hence it's called Crash. But yeah, really, really fun game, and surprisingly difficult because like it's a checkpoint system, right? Like you have to hit checkpoints for time during the course of the races, because if you run out of time in between the checkpoints, then the race is over. So. Also, the music is a large upgrade over San Francisco Rush. Rush 2's got some great music. Rush 2049 has the best music in the series, I think. Like a lot of drum and bass stuff, and a lot of like... It's just really good. Yeah, Rush 2049 has the best music in the series. I've even got the soundtrack on my phone. It's that good. Most of the racing games you see in arcades in the US today are Cruisin', Mario Kart, Daytona. Ah, yes, Cruisin'. So Cruisin' is a fun game. I feel like, I don't know what order the game came out, right? I don't know if Cruisin' USA came out before Rush 2, or if Rush 2 came first. But either way, I feel like, because I remember I played Cruisin' first when I was a kid, because one of my cousins had it. But then we got Rush 2, we rented Rush 2, and I fell in love with that game. I feel like everything that Rush 2... I feel like Rush 2 is an improvement on everything they tried to do with Cruisin' USA. You know? Cruisin' has a very catchy theme song. It does. It's also kind of a funny theme song because of how straight they tried to play it, but it's unintentionally funny, which just adds to it. Yeah, they've tried to open a couple of arcades in my hometown since the Wheels Inn closed, but they just It's sad because they end up having to close those places because they just don't have the clientele. I've been to Dave and Buster's and that cruise and saw them blast throughout the arcade. Nice. Nice. Yeah, because see, we don't have like a Dave and Buster's up here. I wish we did. That place sounds ballin', but... Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. What are we at? We're almost an hour in, so pretty good progress, all things considered. Jake! Jake! Get out of here, boy! Get out of here! Thank you for gifting a sub to Chitanda and to Dr. Noise. Jake, that's very generous. You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do that. Also, hello, Grey Cat. Hello, how you doing? Happy post-midsummer to you. That was really fun yesterday, by the way, Grey Cat. It was really fun. Grey Cat, thank you. Thank you for the resub. 4 months. Wow. Thank you. Y'all are too kind. Y'all are too kind. Choo choo. Also, hello, Jake. How are you? How are you? Hello, Cupcake. Hello, Cupcake. How y'all doing? And some bits. My goodness. Y'all are too generous. I hope y'all are doing well. Jake, come on, y'all. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, we're just working on this drawing some more. So I figure, I might as well finish it, right? And again, I don't think we'll finish it today, but we might as well work on it, right? We will finish it on stream. Like, I'm not gonna leave y'all hanging and be like, oh, whatever happened to that hockey drawing that you were doing? You know. But how are you all doing today? How are you all? Does it need to be somebody besides me and Jake to start the train? Yeah, you know what? I don't really know how hype trains work. I have no idea. But it might be. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I've never really been able to figure out how hype trains work. Twitch is very mysterious in its ways with that. Sorry, I can't drive a train. I mean, that's fine, Chitanda. That's fine. I can't drive a train either. Although, to be honest, you know what? I don't think I would mind driving a train. I don't know why I had to make a dad joke. Hey, I love dad jokes. I always welcome dad jokes. But we're all good. It was fun yesterday. Really enjoyed being able to bring more people to Midsummer. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. It's looking so good. Woke up slightly late, but feeling all right. Hope you're having a chill Saturday. Yeah. This is a chill Saturday. It's once I get done this, I'm gonna make some ice cream, and then I'm gonna get ready to go to a picnic with my girlfriend's side of the family, which I'm looking forward to because I haven't seen a lot of those people in a while. And then I'm looking forward to the first weekend of July 3rd. I'm having a Christmas in July thing with my extended family back in my hometown, so that'll be fun too. I rode a Thomas the Tank Engine train as a toddler. Nice. Nova Scotia, I remember Theodore the Tugboat. What flavor am I making? Just straight up vanilla. Because I have some cookie dough that I want to put in it. But I know not everybody likes chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream, so I just put the cookie dough in my own. So it's fine. Me? I'm a good little Swedish boy. If you're talking about an NHL player, it's a whoosh for me. I have no clue. It could be... Is Daniel Alfredsson Swedish? I don't remember. I should, because my buddy always talked about him. So I should remember these things, but I unfortunately don't. I only remember Thomas. I remember Thomas and Percy. Oh, he is Swedish. Okay. Okay, fair. Fair. Oh, cookie dough is fire? I agree. But, like, I know my girlfriend likes cookie dough, and she likes ice cream. I I think she likes chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream, but it's not her favorite. And since I'm not the only one eating this ice cream, I would rather just portion out the cookie dough myself, put it in the ice cream, like whatever ice cream I get. Otherwise, yeah, I'd be making like a whole batch of like just chocolate chip cookie dough myself. I know we have plenty of people over here in general, but I can't name none of them. Fair, fair. Also, I like, Gray, that you described yourself, well, Jake too, that you're a good little Swedish boy. You are, if I gathered anything from your stream yesterday, you are not little. You are very, very tall. Like, fire! Ah! Oh my god! We're having a fire sale! Oh, the burning! I feel like Sweden would be a little bit intimidating for me because, like, in Canada, I'm 5'10", right? So I'm not like short, but I'm pretty average height for over here. Like maybe a little bit above average height. Like I can, it's nice because like my girlfriend's shorter than me and I can reach stuff that she can't, right? Not that that's an indication of anything. It just sometimes makes me feel good. It's like, oh, let me get that for you, right? So like I can. And also, what I don't have in like pure height, like because like my dad's 6 foot, and I always thought like growing up that me and my brothers would be above 6 foot, or even reach 6 foot, but none of us did. Like I stalled out at 5'10". My older brother's like 5'7", 5'8". My younger brother's 5'11". None of us hit 6 feet, because my mom was short, right? My mom was like 5'3". But I thought we would make it there anyway. What I don't have in pure height, because I'm not above 6 feet, I make up for in hops, because I can jump. Like, I can touch a 10-foot rim. I can't dunk yet, but I'm working on that. But I can touch a 10-foot rim. But I feel if I went over to Sweden, like, I would feel like the shortest person on the face of the planet. I feel like I'd be, like, just super smart, so everyone can turn the vanilla ice into whatever they fancy. Exactly. That's what I love about vanilla. Everyone, well, not everyone. A lot of people think it's a very boring flavor. It's a very complex flavor, actually. And it's also a very good base flavor. It's like blue jeans, right? You can match anything with blue jeans, right? You can put anything you want in vanilla ice cream, and the vanilla will enhance it. Yeah, 6'3", 6'4". Yeah. Like, that's not going to stop me from ever visiting Sweden. Like, if I've got an opportunity to visit Sweden, I will go. I just feel I feel like I'd be a very small boy there. Oh, you're 5'10" too? Sweden was fun, Jake? Nice. Hey, Ellipse! This is the most Canadian piece of art I've ever seen. The only thing that would make it more Canadian is if there was a Mountie riding a moose eating poutine. Nice. I cannot jump. Hey, Jake! I remember that one time we were playing horse, though, and you jumped over that bike pretty good. You jumped over that bike pretty good. You can jump, too. I did long jump in high school. Nice. Does Sweden sell Swedish fish? If you're talking about the candy, I I would think so. Somewhere over there. I always like Swedish berries in terms of candy, but yeah, 6'3", 6'4", that's tall. That's tall. Yeah, it was such a trip growing up because my dad was like, I mean, I'm 6 foot, guys, so like you guys will probably be like 6'1", 6'2". Nope. Nope. Oh, really? You don't sell them there? Oh, interesting. That's it. That's very interesting. But hey, like I said, I'm comfortable with my height. I'm a good decent height. Also, like height doesn't really matter all that much in the long stretch of things. But you know, height doesn't like make up someone's character. Like some people try to act like it does, but it would be nice though to be like 6'1" because I would definitely be able to dunk then. Definitely be able to dunk then with my hops. But I'm working on being able to dunk. I can dunk a tennis ball right now. I just got to work my way up to a basketball. Height totally defines a person. Imagine Big Bird if he wasn't big. He'd just be Bird. You make a very compelling argument. But yeah, no, great. That was a lot of fun. I had to leave, but were those people still like just changing a song every 30 seconds? Did they continue doing that, or did they like even out some? Because that was something else. For those of you who don't know, Grey Cat did a live in-person Midsummer stream where they were just celebrating Midsummer. They were outside, just having a great time. But toward the end of this stream, someone, like a group of people, just started playing music, but they would only play like 30 seconds of a song and then change the song. And it was, I don't get it. I used to play basketball when I was much younger, but then puberty hit. Guys I played with shot up in height and muscles, and then I couldn't continue playing with them anymore. That's a shame, but that's yeah. Yeah, I don't understand them either. I don't understand people. Okay, so my younger brother used to do this. He doesn't do it anymore, thankfully. At least I don't think so. But when he was younger, like, he would play a song until about, like, there'd be, like, a minute left in the song, and then he changed the song. And it's like, why? And he's like, well, I mean, the bulk of the song's over. Like, I don't want to really hear, like, the coda. And it's like, why not just listen to the song to the end? That's so strange. They should name it Midsonger. I like that. I like that. The second funniest thing was seeing Enron Gray's reaction every time they skip the song. Yeah, it's like a... I mean, some song they skip before 10 seconds, but they never let a song beyond 1 minute. Like, I don't understand it. That seems like a lot of energy. Just, oh no. I dropped my charcoal pencil. Oh, also, I'm just going to take a note here, just because we have some more people in the chat beyond you fine folks. I'm just going to drop the new command that we have, just in case any of you happen to reside in the United States, given the what happened in the States yesterday with Roe v. Wade. There's some links to resources for you. But yeah. Yeah, no, Cupcake. That was funny. Seeing them freak out every single time they change the song. Because it just made no sense whatsoever. Made no sense whatsoever. Oh, I don't even know about what happened. Oh, basically, Chitanda, the Supreme Court repealed Roe v. Wade, which basically federally, yeah, it was overturned by the Supreme Court, which means that basically states in the United States can now make abortions illegal, which is just, it's not good to begin with, but then you have a whole lot of states that are very repressive when it comes to women's reproductive rights. And they're basically like, there's going to be a lot of women who will not have access to safe abortions anymore. And sometimes, like, again, regardless of your politics, regardless of your stance on abortion, like the act itself, I think that women reserve the right to choose what happens to their bodies, because men certainly have that right. Women should have that right too, and that right just got taken away for a lot of women in the U.S. So, yeah, that's what all those links are, just different resources. My colleague is really upset. He's gay, and he's worried about SCOTUS overturning gay marriage. Yeah, because they mentioned that that's what they're coming after next, basically. Justice Clarence Thomas said that, basically. Heard about it yesterday. It was some Margaret Atwood dystopian stuff. Really didn't think it would happen again in our generation. Yeah. I didn't mean to turn everything somber, but, I just figured, like, we're about halfway through the stream. Looking at my watch that's not on my wrist. Oh, look at that tan. My goodness. Yeah, not to turn things somber, but I figured we're halfway through the stream. I would drop those links again in case anybody watching knows anybody or are themselves somebody that could benefit from those resources. So, yeah. May I borrow those links? Oh, by all means. By all means. Feel free. Okay, that section looks good. Bring awareness, looking out for each other out here. Yeah. This will lead to a lot of women doing it. Exactly. Like, it's going to be like a medical, like, there are a lot of, like, medical personnel that are like, I am not looking forward to what we're going to be seeing in hospitals now. Like, how did the rest of your 200 followers stream go? Oh, it went well. Very well. There were a lot of a lot of good times, a lot of laughs. It was a good time. Thank you for asking. Yeah, it was a good time. And yeah, for those of you, I'll say it again. Glad it went well. Thank you. Got to lurk for a bit now. Have a nice rest of your stream. Well, thank you, Cupcake. Thank you for lurking. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming out and hanging out for a bit. Very much appreciated. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. And I was telling Chitanda earlier, speaking of like stream stuff, if any of you are interested in Breath of the Wild, we're going to be doing like a really long Breath of the Wild stream tomorrow. Like, I've got it slotted for 4 hours. It might go a little longer, actually, because my girlfriend's going to come home, grab some stuff for the potluck that she's going to afterwards, and then leaving again. And I figured, like, she's not going to be home. I'm not going to have a chance to hang out with her because she's working and then going to this potluck. So I might as well do a long stream. My goal for tomorrow's stream is to get all of the side quests done in Breath of the Wild so that we can move on to the Champions Ballad, which is my favorite part of the DLC. I can't say it's my favorite part of the game, because the game as a whole, my favorite part of the game as a whole are the shrines. Like, well, I mean, and the overall atmosphere of being able to do whatever you want, basically from the get-go. Like, once you finish the Great Plateau, you can do whatever you want. What time will tomorrow's stream be? Tomorrow's stream's going to start at 10 a.m. Eastern. And then probably go to like 4 p.m. or so. Like, it's going to be a long one. Because I've got nothing but time. That's a good Styx song, by the way. I think it's called like Nothing But Time on My Hands or something like that. Or I think it's Time on My Hands is what it's called. But I'm sure if Jake's still here, he can let us know if I'm right. Because while I don't know if Jake is like a Styx fan, Jake knows quite a bit about 70s era rock. So. Okay. Okay, so I know I'll have friends coming over to hang at 11, so hopefully I can make it to the stream at some point. Cool. And if you can't, I mean, that's totally understandable. Everybody's got their lives and everyone's got things going on. What's going on with my hair here? There we go. Yeah, no, everybody's got their stuff that they got to do, so I appreciate it. People are messy cooks if they've got time on their hands. Hey, Rain, how you doing? It's also very true. Very true. I need my eraser. Where's my spray can? There it is. Okay. Oh, actually, I needed that little mark there. So we'll put it back. There we go. Rain, I hope those tech issues that you were having didn't cause your day yesterday to be super super long. Because I know you were worried about that, and on Thursday's stream. I found out that my work computer, has some tech issues as well. My computer, my work computer, no longer holds a charge. Like the only way that it'll actually run is if it's plugged in, because it doesn't hold a charge anymore, which was fun to figure out because I was in the middle of a meeting and then got up to like grab a drink, and thankfully it was a break in the meeting, and I accidentally unplugged my computer, and my computer just instantly shut off. I was like, oh, all right, well, that's an issue. But everything was fine. Everything was fine. Thankfully, I work for a place where like the people there are pretty understanding, so the tech issues were network based, so nothing you could do about. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's annoying. Ah. Gonna have to erase that a little. And my work day yesterday was 9 hours long, so, you know, don't know if the tech issues made it worse. Well, still, that is a long day. I hope it was a decent day at least. Okay. Where's my blending tool? There it is. You had to work for 12 hours yesterday. Oh my god. That's not fun. I'm sorry to hear that. It was until the last hour when I got a client for Monday with half of the info needed missing because these people are senior. Yeah. That's too bad that all their that there was a bunch of info missing. Okay, there we go. We got that part of the design of the pad done. Oh, excuse me. Jeebus is right. Yeah, I can imagine it sucked. Ugh. Okay, there's nothing like too dark on this one, so. funny. My girlfriend and I went to an escape room with some of her Dragon Boat friends. I mean, they're my friends too, at this point. But like she's known them longer because of Dragon Boat. Anyway, we went to an escape room yesterday, which was really, really fun. It was a Prohibition themed escape room, where basically we had to go in and find out where this dude like hid his booze in the Prohibition era, because his booze was killing a bunch of people because it was poisoned. So we had to uncover where it was within the house, and we finished that. But they were talking about the trip that Dragon Boat friends. Yeah. So they were talking about like the plans for like, you know, the flight, because they'll be leaving, like I said, on the 15th of July to go down to the World Championships for Dragon Boat. And they were talking about how they have to, good old moonshine. They were talking about how like they're recommending that they get to the airport really early for their flight. So we're gonna have to leave at like 3 a.m. because basically they're probably gonna sleep over here, and then I'm gonna drive them to the airport, and then I'm gonna continue driving from the airport just down to Chatham, down to my hometown. Just because I'll be on the road anyway, right? And unfortunately, post 9/11, like I can't go into the airport and sit with them. But it's funny because they're all like we're not going to get any sleep, and I'm like, ooh, because I'm a night owl. It's like, oh, we got to leave at 3:30. I don't even need to sleep then, because I'll probably still be up. Like I usually head to bed around like 3 a.m. or so. Sometimes 2 a.m. But usually like 3 a.m. is when I'm like, okay, I need to go to bed. So what I'll do that day is I'll just take a nap like around like 7 or 8 or so, and then I'll be nice and fresh and ready to go in the morning. How do I do it? I'm not sure, actually. I think it's just, I've mentioned it before, I think it's just the way that I'm built, like just the way my body's built. And I think I get it from my dad, because my dad doesn't sleep a whole lot either. Like since he was a teenager, like he's never really slept much. And I think I'm just kind of built the same way, where like I like getting like 7 or 8 hours of sleep. Like if I get 7 or 8 hours, like I'm totally refreshed, I'm totally happy, you know, totally fine with it. But I also get the same amount of rest and, you know, relaxation and all that kind of stuff from getting 3 or 4 hours of sleep. Like I can still function like I do. And of course not everybody does. And I'm sure like a doctor would be like, oh, you need to sleep more. But it's like, if I go to bed at a reasonable hour, like if I go to bed at 10 p.m., right? I'm going to wake up at 2 a.m. and I'm going to be like awake. Like it'll take a bit for me to fall back asleep. Like it's not like, you know, you go to bed at 10 p.m., you wake up at 2 for like maybe 15 minutes or so, and then you fall back asleep. Like, no, I will be up until probably like 5 a.m. And then I'll like go back to sleep for 2 hours, and then, you know. So, your bed must be the bed of the gods that you can live on very little sleep, even with naps taken into account. Yeah, like honestly, I think it's just biologically just the way that I'm built. Because I'm certainly not one of these people who are like, oh man, I'm really tired, but I had so much work I had to do. Like I didn't get any sleep. You know, I don't like brag about it like some people do. It's just, it hasn't been a detriment to me. So I just, you'd think I'd get more stuff done with not having to sleep that much, but I don't actually. It is a pretty comfy bed though. I'm not gonna lie. It is a very comfy bed. Okay. I saw this Photoshop bed the other day, and man, did it look nice. It had cup holders. Ooh, cup holders in bed. That would be nice. You have like a nice cup of hot cocoa and not worry about spilling it all over yourself. Okay. This is coming together nicely. I'm pretty pleased with how this entire pad is turning out. Was it a race car bed? I mean, that would be pretty dope too. If it was a race car bed. I remember a couple of my cousins had race car beds when I was growing up, and I was always a little bit jealous. Oh no, I think that's just a print artifact. Okay. There's just a dark mark on the on this thing, and I wasn't sure if it was actually part of the pad or if it was just a little bit of extra ink from the print process. And I think it's just a little extra ink. No, not a race car? Ah, that's a shame. That is a shame. But still, a bed with cup holders would be, that would be nice. You know what my parents used to have? I'm sure a lot of people's parents had them, or even they themselves had them, that I thought was so cool as a kid. But now as an adult, I'd be like I have no interest in it whatsoever. My parents had a water bed for a long time. And when I was a kid, I thought it was like the coolest thing. But now, as an adult, I'm like, it seems so unappealing. Wow, the bed had a bookshelf too. Wow. Actually, that's one thing that I miss about my bed that I had in university, because the bed itself didn't have a bookshelf, obviously, but the headboard had like a place that you could put books, and our bed now like doesn't have a headboard, so I do miss that a little bit. I found the image if you want to see it. You can share a link. Yep, that's fine. Yep, feel free. I trust that you're not sending us a virus. Okay, so there's a... It's actually darker. There we go. Oh, goodness. Oh. All right, what do I want to do? Because there's some lettering here. I guess I might as well take care of that. It's not working how you want it to. Oh. Well, if you're able to figure it out, feel free to post it. Like, what's it doing? I will be right back, everybody. Just continue looking at this. I will be right back, just momentarily. I'm back. Sorry about that, everyone. I had to stare. I had to go take care of a fly. Listen, I try my hardest not to kill bugs. Specifically, like I don't kill house centipedes. I don't kill spiders, especially because like spiders are really good hunters. Same with house centipedes. They usually take care of any other pests in the house. My girlfriend doesn't like bugs, so if she finds one, like, she'll either trap it or I'll trap it and, you know, take it outside. But, not flies. I can't... Yeah, not flies. Which, I don't know, is probably not great of me, but, flies and mosquitoes, I gotta get rid of them. I don't know how the fly got in here though. But who knows how they get into places. They're very tricky that way. Okay, so now, this lettering, what'll be the easiest way to figure this out? That's where the corner is. So, intersecting with that line is the U. So we'll just start there, I guess. Logos and word marks can be tricky because you have to convey what they are and they're already like a set design, right? So you can't deviate from them, otherwise it'll be like, well, that's not what that looks like. You know, it's an easy way when you're doing something photorealistic to break the immersion of the photorealism if you get something wrong like that. Alright, Soul, I'm going to lurk. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you, Chitanda. I hope you do too. Thank you for the lurk. Thanks for coming in and having some good chats. Appreciate it. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Thanks for coming in, man. I hope you have a good rest of your day. A great rest of your day, even. Okay, so we got the U. We just got 6 letters to go. 5 letters to go. I can count. So we'll do... The V and the A are going to be the hardest. So we'll just go on this way. We'll do the V and the A last. Now, it's okay to get the general sense of the word mark or the logo. You know, just as long as it looks basically like it's supposed to, you know. Like if it's not 100% on, like you can get away with that. Just as long as it looks the way it's supposed to. But if it doesn't look the way it's supposed to, that's when you get into some trouble. Okay, that's a good enough G. That's passable. Like this word mark for Vaughn is very, very specific in that one side of the lettering is much thicker than the other. So you got to make sure that you actually capture that. You know? You got to be cognizant of that. And with a space this small, it can be difficult. But you just try your best. Again, this is another one of those songs that for some reason makes me very nostalgic for university, even though, like, this song was not around when I was in university. And I had never listened to it when I was in university, but yet here we are. That might be a little too thick. So we'll thin that out a little bit. Just a tad. Okay, so there's the latter half of the word. And then we'll just move on to the A and the U. Or A and V, I should say. These are going to be a little tougher because they're on an angle. They've got angled sides, so... Now the V. I will say too, doing lettering and stuff like this is much easier when you're on a flat surface, or even like on an angled surface that's like angled like that way. It's a lot easier than just doing it on a straight plane like a wall. On a vertical plane, I should say, because tables are also a straight flat surface, but I think y'all got what I meant. I think y'all were picking up what I'm putting down. There we go. There, I'll bring this in closer to show you all what it is that we were just working on. So now we've got the little Vaughn logo on the pad, but we may end up changing that later. So I'm gonna leave that for now because we do have to like kind of charcoal that up. Because there's some pencil stuff that you can get away with in a charcoal drawing, but not too much. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to lightly erase some of this because I just kind of wanted the spacing of it, right? So the essence of what we did was still there. We were just kind of mapping it out. But now when we do actually add the charcoal to it, like it'll be easier to do so. So I'll show you what I mean there. Because basically the shades of the shade of the word is still there, right? So I still have like a roadmap, but no, we kind of need that charcoal to stay on paper, so I'm not going to pick up what you're putting down. So, well, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. You don't have to pick up what I'm putting down. Oh, man. Okay. So, we've got about 15 minutes left. What can we do with this time? Well, actually, effectively, we got like 10 minutes left. Again, I'm looking at my watch that's not on my wrist. So, what can we do? What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? Oh, well, we can smooth this out. And actually add the rest of the shading to this hockey stick. Ooh, that's a little bit too dark. Okay, don't use that side. There we go. And we can actually do the puck, because that's very important. Pretty integral part of a hockey game is the puck, so... go. There we go. And now we have a puck with a little bit of snow actually from the ice built up on it, which is nice. So there we go. Got our puck, we got our stick. We got all the stuff on the pad, all those details figured out. This is part of the net and stuff that we'll be doing later when we actually move on to the background. Oh, we got to finish the skate. Let's do that. Okay, so what are we looking at here? We're looking at something that's very hard to see. Okay, all right. That's all right. We'll figure it out. We'll make it work. Oh, I need my paper here so I don't smudge anything. Yeah, this is basically all in shadow, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult to figure out what's going on down here. But we'll figure it out. This is all kind of lighter shadow. There we go. Okay, now it's just a matter of blending all of this in a way that makes sense. And this will probably be the last thing that we do today before we raid out to somebody. It's a shame that this has to come to an end, but all things do. And that's alright, we had some fun. At least I hope y'all had fun. I had fun. I always have fun working on stuff with you guys. Okay, there we go. And we're gonna just kind of shade back here a bit. There's more to that shadow that I'm kind of like putting in now. There's more to it, but just for now I'm just putting in this area. It's also a darker shadow, but again, I'm just putting this for now, just to give an idea of what that will look like once we do it in full. There we go. All right. So let me give you a little tour of what it is that we did today. And then we will say our goodbyes and our thank yous, and then we will go find somebody to raid. So we just ended with this, doing this little skate area. I know it doesn't look like the blade of a skate, but that's the beauty of it. In the context of the entire image, it'll look like it fits, right? We finished Alfredson's stick and the puck, and then we finished the goalie's pad today. Well, with the exception of the Vaughn on the pad, but that'll take some finessing that, you know, I didn't really feel like getting into now because it was going to take longer than it was worth. But yeah, we're slowly coming together. We're getting there. We're getting there. This is going to be a nice piece once it's done, I think. Yeah. All right, so let me pack up my supplies, and then I'll say goodbye. Well, then I'll say my thank yous, and then find somebody to raid, and then I'll say goodbye. So I'll just throw all this back in here. I just keep all my charcoal stuff in this bag. Color shift? Yeah, I guess there was a little bit of a color shift, wasn't there? Huh. Unfortunately, the lighting in our bedroom. I mean, I do like the tone of the light because it's very warm, but at the same time, it is sometimes a little bit annoying that I don't get like the pure white and black tones of this. But what I mean, depending on where you're displaying this, like it's not going to be a pure white and black tone anyway, so it's fine. Let me move this back a bit so I can see y'all. Okay, so we got a lot of thank yous today. First of all, thank you to you all for coming out and watching. Oh yeah, it did. It's because my hand was over it. Yeah, the white balance was thrown off, but. What are you going to do? I guess I could fix the white balance, but it's okay. All right. So yeah, thank you to all of you for tuning in, whether you were lurking, whether you were watching and commenting, whether you tuned in for 5 minutes. I appreciate you. Thank you for checking this out. Thank you to Jake for giving out some subs to Dr. Noise and Chitanda. Thank you, Grey Cat, for your resub, and thank you to both Jake and Gray for your biddies. Thank you for the bits. I do appreciate it. And with that, let us go find somebody to raid. What's going on in Twitch land? Do any of you have any art friends that are on and live? Let's see. if you don't, there's someone here that are that's new. Yeah, they're a very new streamer actually, who's doing a picture of Hermione in watercolor that is very, very impressive. It only has one viewer, so that's okay, Trip. That's okay. You know, it's I know it's you know, nighttime for you, so yeah. But welcome in, Trip. It's good to see you as always. Oh, literal ghost. Let me look up literal ghost. Um, literal ghost. Oh, okay. Cool, cool. Yeah, let's go raid literal ghost. This other person, if you want to check them out, they're this is their name. That's their username. Really impressive so far. Like, I'm gonna go give them a follow because I really like what they're doing. But because Literal Ghost has a charity stream going on right now, we'll go over there. Let's see if raid works in chat anymore. I'm guessing not, but we'll try it. I mean, invalid username. Okay, let's try it in the brackets, like this thing says. Still invalid. Okay, we'll just do it from Twitch itself, I guess. I don't know why OBS doesn't work anymore for the raid command, but whatever. Literal Ghost. We'll go say hello to a Literal Ghost. And speaking of, I will post this in the chat one more time before we leave. Just some resources again with the abolishing of women's reproductive rights at the hands of the Supreme Court of the United States. There are some resources that you can check out. I think there's 5 links there. You know, for anyone can check out. You know, so we can. Yeah, no problem, Trip. So with that, I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your day. And let's go say hi to Literal Ghost, who is doing a charity stream for abortion rights. So, yeah, we'll go say hello. And if you want to check out that other person, I think it's Lisa Geisner. Yeah, they're a very new streamer. So I'm going to go hang out in their stream for a bit as well, because they're very, very new. I'll give them a follow. But yeah. We are going to be back tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. playing some Breath of the Wild, and we're going to be playing Breath of the Wild for a long time tomorrow, so hopefully you'll all join us. Alright. Have a good day, everybody.